Good morning, students. From today onwards, we shall be practicing a new jingle that goes like 1, 2, good morning to you, 3, 4, stay safe indoors. Alright, children, so ready for the computer class? Now, children, we were creating our birthday planner. We need to complete our birthday planner now. Alright, so let's go to class 7th folder which we had created last time. For children who are doing on the mobile, they need to download the Excel app from the Play Store. I'm repeating, download Excel app from the Play Store and then you can continue working on it. Now in my folder, class 7th folder, this is the birthday planner. It is saved with the file extension .xlsx. This is the file extension for Excel files. I'm going to open it. Now this is the birthday planner that we had made. Now let us beautify our table. To beautify the table, whatever data we have written, we are going to change the font size, we will change the font color, and we will change the font style also. So before that, first let us give it a heading. I am going to give the heading as my birthday planner. Now the heading needs to appear in the center of the entire table. So what I'll do is I'll select this heading, select the complete row, and then I'll go to merge and center option. Merge and center option is going to merge all the cells and put my data in the center. So I'll select merge and center option. Right now it looks like the heading. I'll change the font style. I'll make it as Comic Sans. Right, it looks better. Now I'm going to increase the font size. Alright, so now the font size has also increased. I'll do the same for the entire table. You can change the color, you can change the font style, the font size. I'm going to make the font style and as Comic Sans again. So it has become Comic Sans and I can increase the font size. Right, so I've increased the font size. Okay, and now if required, it can be made bold also. Now color, you can change this color. I had made this color as blue. You can change it to any other color. Okay, so this is how the table looks. Now this table still lacks some borders. Now let us make it a little more beautiful. We are going to add borders in between. Again, select this portion of the table and let us add borders. Now this time we do not want outside borders, we want inside borders. So I go to this and again I go to more borders option. Here I choose the line style. Now this time I'm choosing the line style as double lines. I choose the color as blue. You can choose it to any other color, and take the center lines, take the side lines this time, the lines in between. We don't want any diagonal line, that's it. So we want the center and the side lines, the in between side lines. So that is how we get our borders in between. Now if this border is not there, select this. As we have seen here that this color as well as the size of the heading is bigger and different from the remaining text color, so we will also do it the same way. Here I'll select this text again, I'll click on it, and now I'll go to the home tab. In the home tab I'll go to the font group and I'll choose a color. Now the color is, this is exactly the color we had chosen over there. Increase the font size, make it a little bigger. Now it becomes bigger. Now remains the picture. We go to the cell, we go to the insert option, and in the insert option we go to pictures. In pictures we go to desktop option. In desktop we choose class 7th. Here is our picture. Click on insert. This is where the picture comes. By default it will come on the left side. Decrease the size of the picture so that it fits into the cell, and we will click it and drag it to the location that we want. Here is our picture. Now we will drag it a little from the top so that it becomes small, and we will lift it and put it here. Now we have formatted our planner. Now this is how my planner looks. Now once we have formatted the planner, it looks really good. It's almost ready. Just one problem. Here we have written the name of the friends, but there could be two friends with the same name. Then how am I going to identify which friend is referred where? So I thought I'll be including the surnames also of my friends. So how do I include the surname? I don't have any column for surname here. Let's see what I can do. I need to insert a column here. We know that the standing lines are all columns, so I need a standing column here. For inserting a column, I need to go to Home tab. In the Home tab, we have the cells group. In the cells group, I'll go to Insert option. In Insert option, we can have Insert Sheet Rows. This is to insert rows in the sheet. Or now we need to insert a column, so I'm going to click on Insert Sheet Column. Now children, see what does this look like? Not the kind of column we wanted to have. So what I'll do is I'll go to the delete option and I'll say delete sheet columns. Now why did this happen? This happened because the first cell here was selected, so it inserted a column before the first cell. That is, it inserted a column before this place. So naturally the column will come somewhere here, but I want the column before number of family members. So I am going to select the number of family members column. That is, I'll select C2. I am going to select C2 cell, and now I'll select Insert Sheet Column. Now I get my column at the right place. Here I'll type the surname of my friends. Alright. Right now all my friends are having unique names. Nobody is having same names, but yes, it can happen with any one of us that two of our friends are having the same names. So we need to get prepared for it. Okay children, so here we have typed the names as well as we have typed all the surnames. Now what I need to do is, these names and surnames in different columns do not solve much of my purpose. I will be sending invitations to the friends as Anish Verma, Namisha Mangla. I cannot have the name and the surname in separate columns. I need to have a single column for them. So again I'll insert a new column where I will be joining the name and the surname. So let us see that I'll write as the full name. The name of the column will be full name. Again, where do I need to click? I need to click on the cell D2. On the cell D2, that is number of family members. I'll go to the Home tab, again cells group, Insert option, and again I'll choose Insert Sheet Column. Here I'm going to write full name. So children, let's see how we are going to join the name and the surname. Here we will again make use of the formulas. Now we'll go to cell D3. In cell D3, we know our formulas start with is equal to. I type here an is equal to sign. Then I click on B3 cell. B3 cell means the cell containing Anish. So I just type here B3, and I need to join the two names. These are not numbers. These both columns, they contain text. Anish and Verma both are text, so we cannot use the plus sign to join them. We need to use the ampersand sign. Ampersand sign is the and sign written in short. So that is got from the keyboard by pressing Shift and 7. So I press Shift and 7 key. Together I get this ampersand sign. Now I need to join it with Verma, so I'll click on C3. Alright, so the formula becomes B3 and C3. Now when I press enter, you can see that both of them have come together, Anish and Varma, but there is no space in between. Okay, it joins. So that means ampersand is used to join two texts, but there is no space. Like this, the name is not clear. So what am I going to do for space right now? Now to see the formula in the cell, what I'll do is I'll click on the cell right now. See, again I am right now on cell D4. I'll click on cell D3 and double click. Now once you double click on the cell, the formula becomes apparent to you. You are able to see the formula. Now for getting a space, space is given by blank quotes. Blank quotes means double quotes. So how do we give the double quotes? We use the shift and the quotes key together. I use the shift and the quotes key together. This gives me one double quote. Now this double quote also has to end. I'll give a space and I'll end the double quote, again shift and the quote key, and then now the ampersand. Ampersand is shift and 7. Right, so this marks the beginning of my space, this marks the ending of the space. We have taken contents of B3 cell, join them with the space is joined with the contents of C3. Right children, this is what this formula means. Now in the end I press enter. Now you can see there is space in between Anish and Varma and it looks like a proper full name. Right, similarly we will be doing for this also. Again I'll be using an is equal to sign, is equal to. Alright, now again I'll be clicking on this cell, this becomes B4, press shift and 7 key for the ampersand sign. Now I want a space, so I'll press shift and quote sign from the keyboard, press the space bar, again shift and shift and quote sign from the keyboard. Again we need an ampersand sign, because ampersand sign, this and sign, this is used for joining. So first we took this edge cell, we joined it with this space. Now I am again going to join this with the surname. So for joining I need the ampersand key, so I'll make use of shift and 7. So I joined it and now I'm going to click on surname, press enter. Here you get the next name joined together. Now similarly I want for all the other friends of mine, so I'll click on this and I'll make use of my fill handle tool. We now know that the fill handle recognizes the formulas and it drags the formulas very well. So here we have got all the names written together. Now we are going to save this birthday planner. I'll just click on Control and S. So our planner has got saved. That's it. Hope you all have enjoyed. Do create it and save it in your folder.